Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into the 16th and final instalment of a Christmas Countdown. So, wow, we are just a few hours from the eve of Christmas Eve, and it's time to bring you our final update, which is basically going to be a full forecast for the Christmas period, starting on the 23rd of December, going through to Bank Holiday Monday, 2nd of January, and all the days in between, including Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. It's all going to be included in this video for you. So sit back and I shall talk you through the weather for this Christmas in a moment. Just say about the first video today was our 6 a.m. upload. We've released the European Outlook, and we've released a 10 to 14 day as well. Please check out today's two vids. Like, share, subscribe on the videos. And thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Thank you so much to Richard for our wonderful Christmas updates gifts. The gifts have been absolutely incredible this year. Thank you so much. Gives you both of them at beginning and end of this video. So you'll see the second gift at the end. Thank you so much, Richard, the amazing Richard, for our wonderful Christmas updates gifts. Thank you so much, Rich. We started the Christmas updates with the Sneaky Peeky guy back in October, and you know, we've been doing regular Christmas updates, bona fide updates, not just Sneaky Peekies, but proper updates through November and December. We have reached the end now, so I shall bring you the forecast for Christmas 2022. And here we go. We're going to start off on the eve of the sea tomorrow, Friday 23rd of December, with low pressure in the Atlantic, and we're pushing a active weather front northwards and eastwards across the country. Upper air temperatures are cold across Scotland again, so close to a cold Christmas, but just not quite coming off exactly what happened last year. Very close to having a cold Christmas, but it just doesn't quite work out. Mild air is moving in from the west and from the southwest with this area of low pressure, and there's a band of heavy rain that's pushing northwards and eastwards across the country. Tomorrow will arrive in the southwest. First bin will push steadily northwards and eastwards, so by middle of tomorrow afternoon the wet weather is in through Northern Ireland and Northern England. On the northern side of that wet weather, as it pushes into Scotland, some of the rain could turn to snow. And then behind that, we're going to find clearer skies getting into the west and to the southwest. It's going to be a very mild day tomorrow in the south, with temperatures up to 10 or 11 degrees, 8 degrees through the Midlands and Wales. Colder than that through Northern England, Northern Ireland and Scotland, though. Excuse me, especially across Scotland. Temperatures really quite cold tomorrow, only 2 or 3 degrees at best. Right, that takes through to Saturday, Christmas Eve, where low pressure is to the west of Ireland, and we're bringing in this southwesterly wind. We are losing the cold air from Scotland. The upper air temperatures show that the cold air is retreating away from Scotland. This means milder upper air temperatures advance northwards. So that band of heavy and persistent rain will kind of die out over Scotland. It could be some hill snow mixed in first thing on Christmas Eve, but then we'll have showers packing into west, while many central and eastern areas actually tend to stay quite a lot drier, maybe even with some sunny spells over there in the east. Temperatures will be mild on Christmas Eve across England and Wales, temperature ranging from around 7 to 11 degrees. 11 is 52 in Fahrenheit. Not as cold from Northern England, Northern Ireland either. Temperatures generally up to around 7, 8 or 9 degrees. Although Scotland will still be a little bit on the cold side. Even there, we probably get the temperature up to around 4 or 5 degrees. And then the big day itself, Christmas Day, will be dominated by low pressure system to the north of Scotland, and that's going to start to eventually pull in something a little bit colder from the northwest, with both northwest winds. Upper air temperatures still looking generally mild across most parts of the country on Christmas Day, especially in these more southern and eastern areas. Colder air just beginning to start moving in to the far west and northwest through Christmas Day afternoon. Could be some very wet weather across central, southern, southeastern parts of England through the course of Christmas Day, of that area of wet weather, and then heavy showers in the west, possibly turning a little bit wintry across the northern and west of Scotland by the end of the day. Otherwise, many central areas probably have quite a dry day on Christmas Day with some bright or sunny spells. Another mild day on Christmas Day with temperatures ranging from around 7 to 10 degrees across most parts of the country, but it will be turning colder through Western Scotland and Northern Ireland. Eventually, temperatures dropping down to around 4 or 5 degrees through there. Into Boxing Day, Monday, low pressure then transfers to the east of Scotland. That brings in this colder northwest wind. Upper air temperatures turn colder as the -5 Celsius ice firm pushes down across the country. Lots of dry and sunny weather, I think, for central, southern and eastern areas. But in the north and west, we will have showers. They could merge into longer spells of rain, and they might turn to sleet and snow at times across some parts of Scotland. Perhaps snow falling to quite low levels into Scotland during the course of Boxing Day. It'll be a colder day, temperatures in the south around 5 or 6 or 7 degrees, which isn't too far from average for the time of the year, really, but will feel colder compared to the days before. Further north, temperatures only around 2, 3 or 4 degrees, and we might get a frost on Boxing Day night. Into Tuesday, which I think is a bank holiday, we're going to find low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic Ocean. So upper air temperatures will lift up ahead of this area of low pressure, heading in from the west. There'll be cloud and outbreaks of rain spreading eastwards across the country on bank holiday Tuesday, 27th of December. Temperatures not too far from average, a little bit on the cold side up in the north, probably around 2, 3, 4 degrees up there. Generally elsewhere, temperatures ranging from around 5 to 8 degrees, which, as I say, isn't too far from average for late December. Next area of low pressure heads across the country on Wednesday, 28th of December. Got a big warm sector coming in with that, so I'm going to have lots of heavy outbreaks of rain spreading eastwards with that area of low pressure as well, along with strengthening winds. A mild day for England and Wales with temperatures between around 8 and 11. Further north it is a little bit cooler, but even there temperatures should be relatively mild at around 4 to 8 degrees. A little bit of a concern about Thursday. We've got this deep area of low pressure developing just to the southwest approach. You've got to watch out for that towards the end of next week. That could bring a spell of very heavy rain and possibly severe gales, and most likely focus on England and Wales. So that's one to watch. Might get a bit of a storm at the end of next week. That's how the upper air temperatures look for Thursday. Though they have cooled down across the country, but there is a lot of very mild air wrapped around that area of low pressure. You see the potential for some really heavy rain with that area of low pressure across more southern and southwestern areas. That might go into France. It could push across the country. It's just the potential at the moment, one to watch. Perhaps a colder day on Thursday. Temperatures in the south at around 7 or 8 degrees. Further north, temperatures ranging from around 2 to 5 degrees. If that low pressure gets far enough north, let's say to northern England or Scotland, there's the potential perhaps for some snow on the northern edge of that low. Definitely be one to watch. That's Friday, 30th of December, eve of New Year's Eve. That low has come across the country, transferred to Denmark. So a spell of stormy winds overnight Thursday to Friday, leaving us with a cool run of showery westerly winds. Upper air temperatures look rather on the cool side, but not cold. Sunshine and showers into the west, many central and eastern areas mostly dry, and temperature not too far from average, ranging from around 3 to 7 degrees. Another area of low pressure sweeping through the country on New Year's Eve, Saturday 31st. You get the idea, this is going to be an onslaught, Atlantic onslaught Christmas week. No, upper air temperatures lift up again with that area of low pressure in the south, over north does look quite a lot cooler. Very wet across England and Wales in particular, with that sunshine and showers further north. Really mild in the south there on New Year's Eve, temperature up to 12 or 13 degrees, that's 55 Fahrenheit. But from Wales and the Midlands northwards, it's quite a lot colder, temperatures only around 3, 4 or 5 degrees. Bear in mind, we're over a week away now, so there is uncertainty with this. I wouldn't place too much emphasis on those temperatures or the position of the area of low pressure. And then into the first day of 2023, this is New Year's Day. Perhaps a little bit of transient ridge starting to build in. Then upper air temperatures looking a bit on the cold side, especially so up in the north. Lots of dry weather, some showers scattered about, but there should be plenty of sunny spells. Notice another massive rainbow is gathering to our west and southwest. Temperatures about average for the time of year. For the first day of 2023, so in the south we're around 7 or 8 degrees at best, in the north we're around 4 or 5 at best, not too far from average. And then finally we get through to Bank Holiday Monday, 2nd of January, and you've guessed it, we've got another battering from another pretty deep area of low pressure. That's bringing mild air in with it, with the upper air temperatures lifting up. Obviously more heavy rain swept across the country, driven in by gale force winds. It's a very mild day in the south and southeast, with temperatures up to 10 to 13 degrees, but it is a little bit cooler further north and west. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your final update, your final Christmas countdown video, and your final forecast for Christmas 2022. This is a second gift. Thank you so much to Rich for both of the gifts. It's about as close as most of us are going to get to a white Christmas this year, unfortunately. It's going to be a traditionally green, wet, windy type Christmas with very little in the way of snow. But there we go. The wait goes on for a properly cold and wintry Christmas week. It'll happen one of these years. Law of averages. Law of averages suggests it's going to happen. If that blocking that we had in the first couple of weeks of December had set up in the second couple of weeks of December, would have been a very, 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 very different Christmas week. So, you pays your money, you pays your choice. We did get the cold weather, but it happened earlier on in the month, and it could not keep going to Christmas, unfortunately. Maybe next year. We'll see. Well, that's your final instalment of the Christmas Countdown. We will be doing a weekend forecast, though, on Saturday, on Christmas Eve. That is a Christmas Eve tradition. And particularly this year, as it is falling on a Saturday, which is the day, but we do a weekend forecast anyway. So there'll be another detailed forecast for the entire Christmas week coming up for you on Christmas Eve. And I shall, be very happy to do that for you. But as far as the Christmas Countdown is concerned, that is it. It's been quite a ride, quite a journey. We started with the sneaky beaky guy. We've ended up with a wet, windy and mild Christmas yet again. Tomorrow we're going to have 6 a.m. upload. We'll have January Friday. We'll have a 10 to 14 day or two. So keep checking back to the channel for more. But for this final instalment of the 2022 Christmas Countdown, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.